Dungeons 4. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. The absolute evil and its trusted servant, the dark elf Talia, return in Dungeons 4 after the events of its fabulous predecessor to bring about their triumph over the forces of good once more. Yes guys, I'm a huge Dungeons fan, as you're probably aware if you follow my channel and watch my streams. I've streamed tons and tons of Dungeons 3 in co-op, played through the campaign, give it a good review, and that's because I absolutely love this type of game. It all started with Dungeon Keeper in the 90s, and Dungeon Keeper's great. And it's similar to Dungeon Keeper. If you're not familiar with either of them titles, you've basically got an overworld, which is the top surface, then you've got an underworld, which is where your dungeons are. And you, as Tally the evil bastard, you have to build a dungeon underground using little snots. Now, I'm not talking about stuff that comes out your nose. I'm talking about these little minions that they're pretty much your slaves. You bash them around. You don't pay them any money at all. They get a raw deal. And they have to dig out your dungeon and build rooms. There's lots of different rooms. There's places where your minions live, your army, because you're building up an army all the time. Such as like Horde Army, Undead Army, Demonic Army, and you have to provide places for them to all live and sleep where they can regenerate their health. You provide relaxing places like mana baths and spas. You have to build, there's no spas in it. You build an arena for them to train in. You have to provide food, so you build a big chicken coop and grow chicken. Like, you don't grow chickens. What you do, plant them as seeds. You breed chickens, although not personally. You build potion rooms, trap rooms, so you can trap your dungeon for when the unsuspected enemies come in, and loads of other different things that you can get. Then on the surface you have your adversary, the good, nice people, paladins and heroes and all kinds of soldiers. And they will come down and raid your dungeon depending on how far you are into the game. It'll just get more and more intense, and they will start coming in through portals into your dungeon, trying to get to your dungeon heart. If they kill your dungeon heart, it's game over. There's also things and threats underground. You can dig into spider lairs, and spiders will start sending waves at you if you don't destroy the nest. There's also dwarfs. You'll come across dwarfs underground, and they will compete with you for gold and stuff like that, so you have to take them out rather quickly. And it's all decent fun. It really is good fun. It's more streamlined than Dungeons 3. Some of it I kind of think is good, but a lot of it I don't. There's not a lot really in this. They haven't changed a lot, but it is sort of less micromanaging. Now, I think that's a good thing for the best part, but there's a few things that I'm not massively keen on. The AI also as well. The pathfinding is a bit shit. I've had some of my minions snared on things. Luckily, there were destructible objects in the on the overworld, so I was able to quickly destroy them. The perk system, Talia has a perk system, and to unlock the perks, you have to complete certain challenges. Like get 10 Horde over level 5 or stuff like that to win the different perks, and you equip the perks before each mission, and you can swap them around. You only get 3 places. I haven't finished the game. Whether you get more than that, I don't know, but it's a very long campaign. I'll come to that in a second, but you can swap in and out the perk system before each mission. Now, as I said, the campaign's quite hefty. It's 20 missions. Now, considering a mission can last 2 hours, if you're just taking your time and you're like me, you want to just kind of level everything up and max everything out. That's what I like doing. I'm not one of these kind of, oh, let's rush through the mission as fast as I can. I'm not interested in that. I want to build a nice dungeon, tons and tons of traps, turtle up if you like, and level up all. I'll look after me minions, level them all up, play very safe when I go up onto the overworld, and I won't hesitate to teleport back if I think I'm going to take casualties. Now, that is the long way to do it, but I find it really relaxing, really enjoyable playing it that way, and I did the same on Dungeons 3. So if you're like me and you take your time, you will get tons and tons of... I'll put it this way, I'm 10 hours in, and I'm only up to mission, I think, 9 or 10, but I have done a few of the skirmish maps. There's only 5 skirmish maps, and there's also co-op, which is there's no PvP, but there is co-op where you both play in the actual same dungeon. What I don't like that they've just taken out, and I have no idea why they've done it, there was a random map seed you could put in, so you could have a procedurally generated dungeon, and that's gone. So in the skirmish now, you just have 5 maps, that's it. And once you know where everything is, it's kind of not going to be replayable much. I don't get why they've took that out. That's just a terrible, terrible move. Damn, why did you do that? Why the hell would you take out the ability to randomize a skirmish map? But on the plus side, we do get bigger maps, 4 times bigger maps, which means you can get bigger armies. You're not as cramped when you're building. It gives you a bit more freedom to build a dungeon that you like. Exploring is really good fun in this, looking for their gold veins and that, so you can mine and pay the wages of your minions. So all of that is actually better than it was in Dungeon 3. And I'm also going to say that I like the UI. A lot of people don't. I do. I think it's much easier to use than the last one, especially the research trees. You've just got the 4 trees instead of this spirally web of shit that was confusing before. You've just got it plain and simple in nice, big, bright colours because I'm a child. And it's just easier to just see what you want to upgrade or research and just click it. It's just better. So there you go, guys. Dungeons 4, it's more of the same. If you didn't like 3, you're not going to like this. It hasn't changed drastically, but it is a bit more streamlined. Some for the better, some for the worse. But I like it. I'll continue playing it, and it's certainly one that I shall be streaming in the near future. But please bring back the random generated map seeds, or I've only got 5 freaking skirmish maps. Or is this all a ploy for DLCs? But you better not be.